Welcome to episode 985. Bruce Kovner, from cab driver to macro trader billionaire. 9 lessons. This is an outline of episode 985, lesson 1 to 5. This is lesson 6 to 9. Lesson 1, don't lose money, get out. Here is his quote. Don't get caught in a situation where you can lose a great deal of money for reasons that you don't understand. Lesson 2, don't overtrade, especially beginners.
Whatever you think your position ought to be, cut it in half, he says. He himself tries to never risk more than 1% of his equity in a single trade, and he recommends risking no more than 2% maximum.
Lesson 3, you must believe you can make $1 million. Now, that was back in the 1970s. So, applying today's standard, 2021, that means you must believe you can make $10 million.
Other really good points about trading, in my view. One of the most important is one that was taught to him by a guy called Michael Marcus, another of the great traders, who told him when he came into trade, you can really make $1 million or more. There's nothing to stop you. It's totally achievable. Kovner says that people often lose sight of that.
His inspiration is this fellow, Michael Marcus. 10 years younger than him at the time, but already vice president of Commodity Corporation, where Bruce Kovner worked for 6 years. Michael Marcus reputed to have turned $30,000 to $80 million. Lesson 4, willing to make mistakes regularly. Again, he attributed this to his mentor, Michael Marcus. You have to be willing to make mistakes regularly. There's nothing wrong with it. Lesson 5, how to trade mysterious breakout. I have a simpler definition of a mysterious breakout. It's a breakout that's against the consensus.
Trading, very tightly. There's very low volatility. It's in a tight range. And then suddenly you have a move to high volatility and a big breakout. Now, no one can understand why the breakout is occurring. That is what makes it a great breakout.
Lesson 6, double down on the third best idea.
Taught me about making your best judgment, being wrong, making your next best judgment, being wrong again, making your third best judgment, and then doubling your money.
Lesson 7, have a predetermined stop. This is his quote. Whenever I enter a position, I have a predetermined stop. This is the only way I can sleep. I know where I'm getting out before I get in. Lesson 8, trading is hard work.
If you don't work hard, you won't become a good trader. Pretty self-explanatory. If you want to make it as a good trader, you've got to put the hours in. That doesn't mean the hours in front of the screen. It means the hours in looking at yourself, looking at your trading plan, all that kind of stuff. And it's pretty obvious, really.
Lesson 9, in a bear market, you have to use sharp countertrend rallies to sell.
In a bear market, use sharp counter-trend rallies to sell. I've traded through bear markets, and that is exactly the right thing to do. In hindsight, now is one of my kind of earlier baptisms of fire. But this is how bear markets operate. They will have hammering down days, then will have absolutely rocketing up days out of nowhere, really vicious counter-trend rallies that just get sold into again. Does that repeat itself? Who knows? He's just going by experience and saying, hey, those sharp counter-trend rallies in a bear market need to be sold.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.